For future audiences watching this video from the past, wasn't the Tokyo Olympics fantastic? Team USA dominated and won like 652 gold medals. Everyone else was like 2 or something like that. Okay, seriously, it's fun watching the Olympics as usual. Like every 4 years, you get to watch these Olympians battle. And every 5 years? Oh, it's 5 years, just this time. Okay, I'm, wait, what does that make Paris? 24, 25, or 26? Because seriously, the math could really... I know, but Adrian's... I'm just trying to give the people accurate information. I don't see what's really wrong with that. Do you need me to start over or... Japan is hosting the Tokyo Olympics 2020 or 2021, whichever. And this is the topic of our conversation today. In many parts of the world, Japan is known for its isolationism. For centuries, their relationship with outsiders have been tentative. They've protected their cultural traditions and don't want outsiders coming in and just mucking it all and messing things up. Some were perhaps surprised and still are reeling from a little bit of shock that approximately 10% of the 500 plus Japanese Olympic delegation are mixed race, or hafu. Yep, I learned that word today. This is where one parent isn't full Japanese by blood. Many of the hafu, and I assume I'm pronouncing that right, actually have a parent of African or Caribbean descent, which I think is pretty cool since my family is from the Caribbean. And Japan is putting on a great public face. No racism to see here. But stories are coming to light that all isn't what it seems. The country has a long-standing history of isolation, insulating itself from foreign invasion and influence. So it was incredibly unique for Japan to promote their mixed-race athletes publicly. According to a recent New York Times article, when you dig further into Japanese society, you see factions similar to the United States. You know the kind of factions I'm talking about, the ones that like to promote blood-based purity. My question is, what's the end goal of that ideology? Maybe it's not nefarious, perhaps it's about DNA sequencing projects going on, or maybe it's to get rid of anyone that doesn't fit that definition. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The Tokyo Olympics puts this in the spotlight for Japan, but it's certainly a topic to dig into because it's happening everywhere. Some on the ground are shouting, "We aren't racist. We are an inclusive society," and maybe this is true more than in other places. Still, Japan has to contend with some public outcries that their situation isn't really much different than any other place in the world. People who are different are often marginalized, institutionalized, ostracized, belittled, and bullied. Japan's mixed race heroes like Naomi Osaka and I think his name is pronounced Luis Okoye with the Japanese Baseball League, those same individuals have pointed to negative comments or even abuse due to their skin color. Back in June 2021, Mr. Okoye, you get it, tweeted, "I would look out from the balcony of our home and think, if I jumped off and was born again, maybe I can come back as a normal Japanese person." It's been retweeted 52,000 times. Fortunately, most of the comments were overwhelmingly supportive. When you don't fit into society's norms, it's no surprise that you'd ponder what it means to fit in. But it begs the question, what would you do? Would you stand up for these misfits? Please share your comments with me below, and while you're at it, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications. Why? You don't want to miss a minute of all the conversations coming up. So let me land the plane. Japan isn't unique. They're like the rest of the world. Racism exists everywhere. I'm not saying it needs to. I wish it didn't, but it does. Japan has an opportunity during these Olympics to go further than many countries in embracing people of all types, regardless of their lineage. We're rooting for your success, Japan. Show us the way. The same way we kind of root for all of our athletes in every sport, Olympics and otherwise, except for the American football team, the New England Patriots. I'm just kidding. You know I love you, Boston. I love you all. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.